Washoe County Public Corruption Concerning Wilcox Ranch Property Owners Association. Okay, this is a FOIA that we're going to talk about. Has to do with a property that was taken, a Wilcox Ranch property that was taken by Washoe County. And the attorneys, Gail Kern, they all profited from it. Wilcox Ranch got their fees. The attorney, Gail Kern, got her fees. More than Wilcox Ranch got. Washoe County got their fees, and then they took the excess proceeds and put it into gave it to a trustee, one of the former commissioners of Washoe County, and have a special account. And so we're exposing how the home equity theft scam works and how this all works with attorneys, how they lien on properties, they take properties, they have inside information buying up the properties. It's a big racket. It's a racketeering operation. So you're going to see what happened here. The funny thing is, I was able to get the original, but now there's 33,000, and all of a sudden now they're going to deny me. And the district attorney is now involved cleaning all the documents when it's none of their business. Okay, the people have a right to know where this money's going and how this scam works. This is a type of home equity theft, and they do it all the time. And these attorneys for these homeowner associations, this is how it's all done. It's a big racket. They're all making money. So let's go through this thing. Okay, I sent it to Washoe 311 public records request at washoecounty.gov, certified mail to them. And this is going to the county treasurer, for the accounting of this, or the successors. And then I also sent it to all the co-actors, the county commissioners. So that's there. But I have some exhibits in here. Okay, it's about this parcel number. This is part of the Wilcox Ranch Properties Owners Association, where the former officers went after this and took it to court, and there's quiet title with attorneys, everything here. So what I want to do is I want to obtain copies of the ledger and the distribution of funds related to the business transaction by the records notice in Exhibit 1, specifically 0774402, care of Robert Bennett, $33,607.76 on 7/26/19. Okay, this is the money the county's got in their coffers, okay, on this home equity theft scheme. This guy used to be, I believe, a commissioner, but he's acting as a trustee for this money in some kind of a special account, whereas now they're refusing to tell me where the money's at, okay, after it was sent to the district attorney. And the district attorney had no business getting this. Okay, it's none of their business. It's not their job. What they're doing, the district attorney is now doing damage control. And Mary M. Canderas, the chief deputy district attorney, has knowledge of all this. Okay, the funny thing is, after the hearing on March 6th, all of a sudden, I got 4 denials of all the FOIAs, and even Mr. Belfort put in some, and he's getting denials now. So this is organized crime, racketeering. See right here, a type of racketeering or home equity type scheme, financial embezzlements, HOA, POA scams, and fraudulent state filings under notary seal involving Washoe County and its employees, managed, witnessed by attorneys. So that's basically what it is. Here's the assessor's parcel, okay? And I want to know where this money's at now and how it's being used. Now, they're doing this hundreds of times over and over with these attorneys, these esquires. Okay, these are the exhibits. Okay, this is the filed lien with Washoe County Recorder, Gail Agnes Kern, co-actors, Kathy Gladner, Washoe County employee for the GID, and we have a lot of information in our files that she worked for the GID, which is a road Department of Washoe County, trying to get the GID up in there and other things in there. A lot of like trying to eminent domain and protective orders, talking to the attorney Gail Agnes Kern. Okay, GID employing former Wilcox vice president, making all kinds of false representations, taking monies, everything here. Then Exhibit 5, financial takings under the state seal, title representation. 6, oath of office. Here's another one, 7, renotice. Anyway, so you go down. This is all the cases that we've been, this is not all of them because this was done before. There's some other stuff in here now. It just keeps going on and on and on. I mean, this is so massive. This is what why the 5 million, every one of these has got violation of rights in them. Dereliction of duty. All these cases, this is what the $5 million bond claim is based on. So they all got it. Here's the State Farm. Okay. Gail Kern got it. Kathy Glather got it. Administrative Hearing Office got it. Washoe County. Brian Farmer, or Scott Brian Farmer, I don't know what his real name is. Durtell, she's the risk management. M. Candaris, a DA. Dereliction of duties, perjury of oath. Secretary of State agent who threatened me with a Class C felony, C. Metzger, and another officer of the Secretary of State that works with C. Metzger, Kathleen Metzger from Secretary of State, sending me threats as a Class C felony, then refusing to tell me who made the claim on me, and then refusing their duties to investigate my fraud claims against them, multiple fraudulent claims, leaning on title, Secretary of State's acting as lien claimant. Okay, so go down here, Exhibit 1. Okay, this is, see, I was able to get this in the beginning till they caught on. Now all of a sudden they're going to deny me all this stuff. But here's the property right here. This lady died, $36,000. Now I think it sold for $40,000. The county took their money out. Okay, then they went and paid Wilcox Ranch, $3,000 or $4,000, and Wilcox Ranch got like 500 something, and Gail Kern got several $1,000s for all her work pushing the paper. Okay, this is how the racket works, pushing the paper, making money for the county, doing the paperwork as an esquire. And so it's down here, the 36, and then it comes down here all of a sudden, right here. This is what Wilcox Ranch got. The Wilcox Ranch ended up with like 500. The rest went to Gail Kern. Okay, and then now Robert Bennett, he's a trustee, and they got this somewhere in an account, $33,000. And I said this in the public meeting on March 6th. Where's this money? Okay, what are you doing with it? So there it is there. I showed it to him. I already had that. Here's the quiet title that was done on this property, making all the representations by the attorneys. It's right here. They represented Gail Kern, and all of them, and the judge represented that Wilcox Ranch had the right to do all this. It's all in there. It's well documented. We have all this stuff. Okay, there's the attorneys. They all agreed to this. There's a judge. Okay, there's another attorney. He's all agreed to it. There's Gail Kern. You're going to see, she's got all these different, I'm wondering why all of a sudden all these different names of all these different law firms. Well, I believe it's because every so often they change it up because they've been ripping everybody off. Okay, so they go and they make new companies and professional liability, all these little things that cover their frauds that they're committing on people's property rights. Okay, this was done in the 2nd Judicial District, which is corrupt. They're bribed. You can't get any fair rulings in there unless you're an attorney, of course. Okay, anybody else doesn't apply to them. Okay, this is a certified copy. I got this from the 2nd Judicial Court personally. Right there. Okay, The recorder's all involved in all these representations. Here's the liens that Gail Kern has recorded on everybody's property. She did it in 16. There's another one here in 18. She was instrumental in taking several properties, it appears, including this one. Exhibit 4. This is Kathy Glather speaking to the former Secretary Treasurer, Natalie Naring. I sent the easement declaration documents because they had been recorded, and Gail was saying they had nothing actually recorded that gave the PO authority to maintain the roads, which is a big problem because this was going on in the Belfort case, and they knew that there was a problem there. They tore his property up with a big dozer, massive amount of dirt. It wasn't road maintenance. This was an intentional intimidation against Belfort. Okay, they want to start attacking him because, basically they want to say that Belfort has no right to protect his property rights. So they're going to attack him with the attorneys and all this. They threaten him with cease and desist, all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's a big, thick file. We haven't even got to that. We're preparing that for court. Natalie Naring. Again, there's more of these. I got documents where Kathy Gladner is speaking with the attorney Gail Agnes Kern, trying to eminent domain Mr. Belfort's property and put protective orders on him to destroy him because he uncovered a racket here. All these people right here, Director Franklin, okay? Not sure who this one is. This is someone else that was a director, this KT Consulting, another witness. Okay. Let's see here. I have copies of recorded easement declarations, documents, so I will scan them and send you. See all these representations, and she's in with the county. She's an insider. See, Gail's letter regarding 300. I mean, they're threat letters, cease and desist sent to Belfort. I mean, you people you're leaning on our property rights. Then let's counterclaim them for all the legal fees, more attacks. Use the attorneys, use the people's money to cover. Use Wilcox Ranch Property Owners Association members' monies to file unfounded lawsuits and all this stuff, using the money to racketeer him and lean on his title. And then say it doesn't exist now because it suits their agenda to do a takeover on the roads. See, they want this association gone so they can go ahead and take over the county and do whatever they want. Well, that's not what we didn't purchase that on our title, and you were threatening us with our title that we had some kind of road maintenance and grading for $150 a year. Well, find out it was a fraud, and you were enforcing it. These people were enforcing this stuff on us. Okay, now they don't want to, all of a sudden it doesn't exist because I have the books and records, and they're not going to get away with this, what they did. Exhibit 5. Here's where Gladner was taking the money from that same property I'm talking about that they don't want to tell me where the money's at. Okay, there it is under notary seal. So don't tell me. This is a racketeering operation.